SML, we are live with SML Live. I'm Primetime Triple Zero, uh, joined by Doink in the booth with me today, filling in for Faz. What's going on, man?
Hey, how we doing? Happy to step in for an SML Goat and cast with an SML Goat.
Yeah, man, it's exciting times. Obviously, we have a big game on tap. Obviously, the Buccaneers and the Bills. QP against Faz. Obviously, if you don't know what SML Live is, we do a pregame kind of 10-minute talk, and then we go right into the game. So let's go ahead. We're going to take a look at Neon Sports right now. And we're going to look at just some general league stuff, and then we're going to go and look at this game specifically. But league wise, I'm going to go ahead and refresh so these scores are updated. Um, we've got some interesting stuff going on. Let's look at the AFC side of things first. Um,
Okay.
is there anything that sticks out to you immediately with these standings, these top 10 teams? Anybody who you want to give a shout out to, or maybe teams that are pushing for the playoffs that you're keeping your eye on?
Yeah, I mean, you might call this homerism, but you got to give a shout out to Double Rice, No
Oh
Beans.
man,
9-2 on his way to his 15th straight playoff loss in the first round.
yes,
He's been killing it this year. The another, I mean, really, I think both leagues have a really fascinating playoff race shaping out. If you count down the AFC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right now, we got a handful of 500 teams. You've got Finns, you have Clink, you have Monty, Dump, Fig, all kind of in that tight race, pushing for that last spot. I think that's a race that is really going to heat up as the season moves on. It's one to keep an eye on.
yeah. No, as I look at the AFC, especially, obviously, I'm interested in the AFC being the Chargers. Um, One thing that I wasn't sure how it was going to play out was Matt. He loses a few games, has to go on auto, and then it was looking really rough. But he's kind of turned things around now. He's 7-5. He's a number 6 seed. He's got RD within striking distance. Um, don't count out Matt to somehow make it to that number 5 seed. Is all I'm going to say. Uh,
Poor
and,
Bean.
and yeah, and then play Bean. Oh, actually, it's looking like it's actually going to be Null Overlord probably. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
or Finns maybe.
Noel right now is the 4 seed.
Yes, yes. So number 4 seed will play. I should say to clarify, if they get to the playoffs, they're gonna have to play Matt,
Likely Matt.
um,
Yep. Possibly RD.
and
But
possibly
either
RD.
way, Matt was the only one who didn't think he was making playoffs this
Yeah.
year. Every single other member in the league, even DW, who's not even in the league anymore, thought that Matt was making playoffs. We all knew it.
Well, I respect Matt and his humility. Looking at the NFC side of things, obviously Faz 10-1. Kigo, old Rowan Kuh, 8-2-1. This guy has a chance to make a push for the number 1 seed somehow.
Yeah, he is rowing his boat upstream right now. He's got a tough schedule coming up, but he is absolutely moving the ball. And if he can, figure out how to play defense, some of those Thanos guys might be able to teach him how to play some defense. Shout out Q and Guda. He's got some tough games coming up though. He's got still left in his schedule. He has Bomber, Dump, Dom again, and Q left. So we'll see how he handles that. But either way, he's going to be in the playoffs, and that's an offense that can put up points for the best of them.
Yeah, I think he's going to make the playoffs. Obviously, he's got a really good team, and his division isn't the best, and Dom's kind of checking out. So expect the 49ers to make the dance. Going to be interesting to see how he does in that dance. Uh,
Big moment.
Big moment for him for sure. Now, as we kind of got 5 to 6 minutes left before the kickoff, I want to go into the game of the week, the game we're commentating. QP and Dan. A battle between two guys who direct message a lot in private. You think it's QP and Faz. No, it's not. It's QP and Dan that talk a lot. Um, just to take a step back and say QP is a guy who likes his roses. He wants to be respected. He wants people to acknowledge his greatness. And Dan's kind of a guy who has really he's done a lot in the SML and in different leagues, and he's won a lot of games. Hasn't won much with the Bills, but also maybe needing some respect with his team. What do you think? What are you looking forward to in this matchup?
I'm looking forward to the chess match of how each person on defense tries to take away the other's running back. How they try to take away whether it's James Cook for the Bucks or Sean Bowman for Buffalo. That's gonna be the target of I think each person's focus on defense and how the other person is able to react and adapt and kind of counterpunch.
Yeah, and obviously, QP. Let's look at him first. Heading into this game, top five scoring offense. Defense is not what it was last year, especially. Number 31 ranked rushing offense. It's been the Davis Mills show, and he's won a lot of games as usual. Um, Losses to meets. He took a forced loss to Faz and the one to AJ to start the season. It was I think that was like a Super Bowl hangover, so I don't really count that too much. Really, that Meats loss is really his only bad loss, I would say.
That's not even really a bad loss. Meat's been playing good football the last couple seasons with big playoff wins here and there, a couple big wins. Yeah, I am shocked to see that Q is actually dead last in the league in rush yards per game at only 67.8 a game. The way he uses James Cook, I mean, Cook was towards the top of the league in rushing the last couple of years, and now he's just last in the league in rush yards per game. I don't know if that's a product of him just slinging the ball for 300 yards a game passing or what, but that's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Well, looking at Davis Mills, who's superstar, maybe a little bit of gamesmanship, trying to get him up to X Factor, possibly. Um,
Yep.
that's just how it goes sometimes. The truth is, QP. Obviously, right around this time last season, he played me in a game that was, you know, maybe him trying to make a statement. He made that statement, and then that really helped him get through, I think, the NFC in the playoffs. Maybe he can do it again. Maybe he can beat Dan, get his statement win, and push to that number one seed. But Dan's no slouch. Dan's 9-2. I know he took a forced loss or two, but he's a good player. He's back to his coward ball on offense. Really good defense. I mean, is there any way that Dan loses this game today?
There's absolutely a way that Dan loses this game. The way being his thumbs have not touched a controller, and probably a record for the year with it's been 72 hours since he touched a
Yeah,
controller.
yeah,
That's a lot of rust for him.
yeah. Dan is a repetition guy. He's kind of like Peyton Manning. He needs his reps. So that's kind of why I predicted Q to actually win this game. I had Q winning this. I don't think that Dan really hasn't had a big signature win this year. I know he's beat. I don't know if he's really beat AJ. Probably would be a signature win. Other than that, his schedule's been fairly soft. So I think this is a measuring stick and a prove it game for Dan more than QP, believe it or not. And I think QP is going to come out and get this win today.
Yeah, I think this is Q's game to win. Just Dan being a little bit rusty. I think Q's been playing better ball of late too. As much as Dan has been undefeated, there's been little shakes, little cracks in the armor, but I think this is going to be a grinded out defensive game. It's going to be a real rock fight. It's going to come down to a field goal late. It's going to be one of those ugly games where neither team's getting big plays left or right.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good game, and I'm going to go ahead and direct message these guys and let them know they can kick this off. Um, all right, so we're just going to go. I'm ready. I'm letting them know we're ready to rock and roll when they are, and we're going to have football soon here. So what's your score prediction, Doink?
I'm gonna go. I think Q wins this one. I'm gonna say 20-16. We'll go with a weird score here. Might get a blocked field goal or something in there. Blocked extra point.
Yeah. QP said he's listening. He says announcers curse up every time he loses, every time the booth picks him. That'll be interesting. We might have just cursed him.
That's a bold move, stream sniping yourself. That's how you get real confused.
Yeah, that is confusing. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and switch over to the game cast now. We have the Buccaneers and the Bills. We have Dan and the fabled QP, and right now you guys see a black screen, but not for long, as it's good. QP changing his jerseys up. What's the over under on a desync?
Runner and a desync. Yeah, it's plus 400. Good value though.
Yeah.
Knowing EI.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. I guess we're good. So we got football. Let me turn some volume on here. All right. So QP's getting the ball first. Dan's gonna kick off. We are in Buffalo. I'm excited. Doink's excited. The ball's up in the air. It's time to play ball, I should say. And Q's gonna go ahead and he's gonna run sideways again, jump. Just completely embarrassed the league with that move, but hey, he finally needs it.
That's Q's way of saying, hey, this is a big game. Hey, look at me. I do think a big key to this game is I'm well versed in trying to kick at the Old Orchard Park, try to kick in Buffalo.
Oh
That thing
yeah.
shakes back and forth. If it comes down to Q having to kick, a 50 plus yarder iced with the meter whipping back and forth, that's a real tough kick to make.
Yeah, it is. It is. I've heard anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and share this in chat. So first snap out of the game though, Davis Mills out of the shotgun. He's gonna take the snap, and he's looking, and he throws. Nice ball, nice placed ball there. I think he actually had the dig route, but he completes it to the running back.
Yeah, that's the type of out. He waited so long. You gotta really worry about that getting picked for a quick six. The way how late he threw that once Cook's almost off the screen. This is a play coming up right here that we saw Rowan run in overtime actually against Dahmer end of the fourth quarter. Big
Let's
Thanos
see.
play.
Let's see. This is Dan Preston here. As Mills is back to throw, he had the out route. He throws. Oh, he just throws it right to Dan's user. I don't know what he was looking at there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, touchdown Bills.
Devin White revenge game.
Wow, Devin White, and we're gonna watch that replay, Doink. And I don't know what Q was looking at there.
I think Q thought that Dan typically will cover one and break to the second. Q thought that Dan was going to break back to that in route coming right to left, which I think he took a little stutter step, then he kept running with the angle and was able to cut the angle and pick it off.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch that replay one more time. I think he had the slot out route. His superstar lit up, and then I think he had a crosser from the right side going left. Let's watch this one more time. Yeah, he had both of them. He had both of them, and he made a really bad read there. Maybe a little bit of pregame jitters.
Yeah, it happens. That first pass is a tough one, or second pass in this case. But I see we got some guys in chat too. I see Dump, A Train, Clink, Rowan all in here. Love to see you guys.
Yeah, loved having them in chat. What's up, fellas? Here we go. What has Q got up his sleeve? How will he bounce back? He's looking to throw. He throws. Ooh, and that ball was a quick pass, and he might have had the tight end over the middle.
I was gonna say the exact same thing. It looked like he had that little post.
Q not reading the field very well right now. Dan just bit on the drag, and that tight end was there as we watched that instant replay. So Q is not reading the field well right now.
He is not. I will say there was a league member who will remain anonymous in my DM somewhat recently said that Q is actually a one read player, that he does not read the field well anymore. He just walks into his one read, and that's what he did there.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, spicy take, but accurate in this instance.
And it's a handoff, and he's stuffed. Wow, Doink calling. I'm curious. You'll have to DM me later or give me a hint on that. That's interesting. So, hey, 3rd and 13. You throw a pick. You throw a bad pass, and you get stuffed in the run. You've already got 3rd and 13 against one of the best players in the league. How do you react if you're QP?
If you look for the deep shot, but you have to be okay chucking the ball down here and punting. It's too early in the game. If you force another pick here, you're digging yourself too deep of a hole. Mike Evans getting pressed here is interesting as he backs off.
Here we go. He's looking to throw. He throws. Nice timing. Good completion. That's grit, and that's tenaciousness by QP. Back against the wall. Body against the rope. Delivering a beautiful pass.
Yeah, that's Lance's brother Chris Godwin out there making plays. We love to see Chris succeed.
So QP moving the ball. That was a really big completion because I was afraid that if he didn't convert that we might have been watching a snooze fest.
Yeah, there's a lot of game left either way, but that's a big one for Q's confidence throwing the ball. Look to see him start to try to stretch the field more too.
So here we go. He throws quick pass. Gain of about 4 yards there.
Note that was Bud Stoudemire out of the backfield, not James Cook. Q's been running a little bit of a platoon this year.
Yeah, I think Q wanted a more of a pound, kind of pound a rock kind of running back. Bud Stoudemire, actually former Charger. I sent him to the Bengals, and then the Bengals traded him to QP.
Classic Thanos club. Just goes behind your back and offloads your guy.
Yeah. I'm curious. 2nd and 6, he could kind of do just about anything he wants here. He's contemplating the PA shot, but he goes to the run. And, man, he gets stuffed again. Dan's run defense looking good.
Looking good. Actually looked like the hole opened up between the center and right guard there, but it was, too little, too late, and he's pushed down for just a small game.
This Bills defense, I mean, when you look at this roster, I think the 49ers are number 1, but, man, this Bills team, I mean, you just pretty much let the guy press X and you wait for your team to demolish the other guy. Surprising that Dan hasn't done much with them in the playoffs because they are really good.
They're really loaded, and he's added Isaiah Simmons to it, replacing, I believe, Hyde.
Oh, nice timing there by Q on the curl route. Very well done again. Q kind of settling and now passing the ball.
Yeah, that's a big time throw by big time player, tight window, tight. Needs that perfect timing, or else that's getting jumped, and he slots it right in there. Davis Mills having a hell of a season so far.
So obviously we're already 3 minutes into this first quarter. This is a popular play that they like to do. They like to that corner out. Then there's usually a streak route on the outside. Let's
Yeah,
see which one he goes to.
deep. Yep, there's your streak. It's the deep corners though, which
Yeah,
he loves.
good,
And
good. Dan had that covered very nicely, actually.
that's a fantastic tackle by Devin White in open space.
Yeah, it
It's
was.
hard to tackle in open field, and guys who can do it are, quite honest, quite simply are the guys who, actually get stops on defense.
Um, Again, star-studded defense there in Buffalo. Um, Dan has to be pleased with how he started this game, getting a quick turnover and then making Q earn it. I mean, nothing's been easy.
Nope, it's been lots of third down conversions, lots of second and longs. Run D, if they keep showing up, is going to prove to be a problem moving forward for Q.
And again, a 3rd and 4. I mean, what do you call here?
I'm okay running the ball here and kicking the field goal. I really am.
Let's see. Q, I think, is going to pass it. He's obviously, his numbers have said that he's a great passer. His running numbers have been down this year. Watch that in route, that zig in, whatever you want to call it, shake. Oh, he throws it right to the guy. One read, and it's picked off. And he's running down the sideline, and he gets Mike Evans trailing, but he's not going to get him. And it's another touchdown for the Bills.
Man, Jennifer Garner, what's in your wallet? Another pick six.
Wow. And Q staring guys down early in this game.
You can attribute that pick too to the pressure that did get in, because when you're staring down those zig routes, they take, like, especially those inside zigs, take a bit to develop.
And
You just got to clear that linebacker before you can throw it.
we'll watch the replay after this kickoff. I think he had the running back open there in the flat. If he takes that, he at least gets close to the first down. Let's watch this. Yeah, he was going to have the running back, and I think he might have had, I wasn't looking, but he might have had the tight end on the right-hand side there in the flat there too. Maybe. Maybe on that one. Yeah, he did. So he had two guys wide open. Man, this passing game by QP is not looking sharp right now.
Now, that's been his calling card all season. Like you said, he's last in the league in rushing right now. I mean, Davis Mills has been slinging it, but slinging it to the other team is a recipe for disaster.
And, oh, big hole there. First down. He needed that. That's for sure.
That's the first positive rushing play he's really had.
Yeah, that was a really good run. He really needed that. 2 picks now against Dan. You're still in the first quarter. 2 pick sixes. Dan hasn't even had to touch the field. That's really frustrating.
Yeah, especially because I think Q believes he can shut down Dan's offense. So as long
Yeah.
as he doesn't give up points on the off, like when Q's on offense, then I think he's very confident he can win this game. But spotting him 14 points where he touches the ball is tough to overcome.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Dan's offense is solid, but it's not elite, and Q's generally had a good defense. And look at this run now. Dan's defense swarms over there, lets them get about 3 yards. Do you believe, you said one of your friends or allies told you that, hey, Q's a one read passer. Do you truly believe that?
I do not, and it was not a friend or an ally necessarily, just a fellow league mate in DMs discussing.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I don't think Q is, although he sure as hell has been this game. That's 2 plays where he stared down one read and thrown a pick six. So hey, maybe this fellow is more apt to say the hard things to say that are true. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
And, oh, Q going long. This is going far. He's got him inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. QP in the face of adversity, throwing a 57-yard bomb down the field. QP.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
some guy I've never even heard of. Sherman, that's got to be a new addition to the team. That's not Trent Harper. It's not Evans. It's not Godwin. So that's his wide receiver 4 right there on that post where he just absolutely shredded.
Yeah, that was nice. I'm proud of him. What a throw. Let's see what he does here. He's passed a lot of touchdowns this year, and he's going to go ahead and run it. And that's a decent-sized hole, and he gets down to the 1.
Yeah, goal line we saw earlier with Monty and TTS, for those of you that had tuned in. Goal line from the 1-2 isn't nearly as automatic as it used to be. So this is a play to keep your eye on. If he gets stuffed again, 3rd and goal is decision time.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's got to find a way to score here, and he does. Touchdown, Bucks. QP strikes back, and that was big for his confidence.
Yeah, that's a huge strike, deep strike, and punches it in. That's Q needed that very badly because if he didn't come out of this with seven, it was pretty much game over.
So, are you still picking QP to win this game, or have you changed your pick?
No, we stick with our pick. Stick with our pick. We might reevaluate at halftime, but Dan's clearly has the upper hand at this point. But a lot of game left to be played.
Yeah. Down seven. Dan hasn't touched the ball the whole first quarter offensively.
And
Overcast in the sky. You don't really see much of an overcast without rain. I guess I don't play that many non-dome games, but it's kind of rare to see.
yeah, call it the lake effect or something. But no, I don't think we can say one way or another. I don't see how I can change my pick without seeing Dan play offense. Dan
Yeah.
might come out and look like Q just did on offense those first two possessions. We'll see here.
Yeah, let's see. Big drive for Dan now. If he can kind of control the rest of it, he gets the ball at halftime. He obviously has the lead with the ball, so as long as he doesn't play stupid, really big
Pistol
advantage.
pistol bunch here. Dan loves a play action with the deep kind of PA shot type look out of this formation.
Interesting. Good to
I'm
know.
going for the heart.
He's gonna go ahead and hand it off. Nice cutback by Dan. Gain of 5.
Yeah, Vita Vea is always he's gonna live in the backfield. Vita Vea is one of the best DTs in the game. He's an absolute monster. But yeah, if you see Dan come out with that PA bunch again, that one of those PA shot type plays, I forget which one it's called. He's very fond of both throwing left or right.
Yeah, that was big. Good, and yeah, he's got a lot of options here. Now he's looking. He throws deep. Oh, nearly intercepted.
That was weird. You gotta wonder if Q shaded inside there because he ran that route for him and
Yeah,
things just stopped moving.
man. So Dan, quick 3rd and 5 here. This game is very much not over.
Far from it. Although we saw Q convert a whole bunch of third downs this last drive, so let's see if Dan has it in him.
Here we go. Allen back to throw. He throws. Oh, intercepted. He's picked off now, and he's gonna not be touched. Might have spoke too soon. He's actually gonna get touched, but he's gonna score anyway. Well, he didn't get touched. Touchdown.
Touchdown. There he is. Israel McQuamu, last year's Defensive Player of the Year in like 8 games played or something ridiculous. Nice 6'4" user safety for Q in the middle.
Did you notice Dan pump faked on that? I don't think he meant to.
I don't think he did either. I think his thumbs, instead of fat thumbing it, he had the rusty thumbs, the old man's thumbs locking up on him.
Yeah, we're gonna watch that replay here. Pump fake into the running back. Look at this. Well, he has the flat route on that. There's a guy sitting there wide open in the flat on the right hand side of your screen. We'll show it one more time. Watch that slot right. He's open. He's open. He's open. And Dan forces it in double coverage. Picked off.
Yeah, don't throw at McQuamu. Don't throw at Q's user. We know better.
Bad. Bad, 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 bad. So QP finds a way to tie this game up. We got a good game on our hands there.
We got a great game on our hands here as Dan comes out in this pistol bunch once again.
Play fake. He's
Yep,
airing
here
it
it is.
out.
Here comes his big shot play.
That's a long ball. Oh, incomplete. Man, he waited a half beat and he really threw that as far as Allen could have thrown it just about.
Yeah, that's what Josh Allen lets you do. That's 99 throw power. That's before Bazooka even lights up.
That's crazy.
Gun tight. We're gonna see one of the patented Dan plays here. Is it Bucks post or there's no way it's PA cross after the PA
No.
defense. So
Let's see. I think he's going to go to the corner post route combo. He does.
oh, Bucks post.
Oh, big gain. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, moves the chains. Josh Allen gets a completion. Hopefully Dan can move past his Josh Allen phobia. That's a mental battle he's been fighting all year.
Yeah, he has. He obviously has blamed Josh Allen for a lot of losses. I haven't seen it personally being Josh Allen's fault, but hey, if that's what Dan thinks, then that's reality to him, I guess. Blitz coming, and he just gets blasted in the backfield. Q sold out to stop the run, and he stops him.
Yeah, good play call from Q there. Just basically saying, you know what, you're not going to try me over the top again.
So 14-14 after Dan took just a great start to this game. Has to be frustrating to be Dan right now to know that you had such a nice lead, but at the same time you're still in control of this game.
Yep, still in control, still have the ball, and he gets the ball to start the half. So plenty. He's still in the driver's seat. It's the 2-pick, 14-point lead will afford you.
Here we go. Allen dropping way back, throws, quick out route to the running back. Q goes for the strip, misses the tackle, but we got a big third down for Dan.
3rd and 8 here. Interesting to see if Q dials up more pressure.
Yeah, he's kind of known to be the edge pressure guru. I would imagine we're going to see it here. Let's see, Q's.
He's going to audible McQuamo out of this so we can run around with him. Yeah, that's why you get 2 edge threat guys that you can rush forward, still get pressure.
Here we go. Nice timing by Dan there. Big first down. Beautifully done.
Gotta wonder if Dan even looked to the left side of the field or if he just, cues users over there. Okay, the right side of the field, he can just pick apart the CPU.
Yeah, he timed that up nice.
It's the one downside of mixing up your user to left, right side from the slot is if they just attack the other side of the field, there's not much you can do about it.
No. So here we go. Dan back under center. He ran it last first down from under center. Let's see if he kind of changes it up, and he does. He's got the seam route. He throws a little late. He is lucky. He threw that thing about a second and a half late.
Yeah, full beat late was open the entire way, and then it was that Tyrann Matthew broke on it eventually.
Shoo. Yeah, you throw that right there, that's easy. But he throws that. Man, Dan lucky to live through that one.
Interesting, we got Shaq Barrett lined up on the inside now, the way this 3-3-5 offset lines up.
Oh, pressure from the edge. Instant pressure. I need to add that, Blitz, and look it up. I need to make sure I've got that one.
I know for a fact I have that one in my playbook, and I'm a big fan of that with Montez Sweat off the edge.
By the way, Spooky World in chat.
Spooky! What's up, buddy? So yeah, Dan is not anywhere near field goal range. Needs to at least get to about the 40 to even have a chance at this. Never mind to get close to the first down.
Here we go. Pressure coming from the edge. He hits nice pass. Knox. Oh, man, he's going to get the... Oh, he's short. Challenge it. I would challenge this.
Big decision. I think Dan's going to keep his timeouts, but I don't see anywhere else Dan's not coming out going for this.
Single back ace. Dan known to use the stretches out of this formation. Man, and that's big of a game. I would consider losing the timeout. Let's see.
Dan's also, if he sees the right look, he'll do that like a slants or skinny post with the tight ends and flats.
Q's all over it. He's bottled up. He stopped. What a user by QP. Dan went to the well. This halfback stretch, everyone knows it's coming. Tough to stop, but Q stops it.
What a break by Winfield. What an absolute user tackle. All props go to Q on that one.
Yeah, what a play by Q. And now Q back in business. Dan has squandered this lead. And QP now with the ball. Throws. Oh, wow. He's got him. And he's going to get the first down.
Wow. That was Q's been talking to you in DMs, hasn't he? That's one of your favorite plays.
Yeah, I like that play.
Yeah.
Dan, I don't know. He's getting me nervous now. I think
shaky.
I think he was gifted that 14-point lead, and I think Q might all of a sudden flex his stuff here.
Godwin's now glowing. I don't know what X factor he has, but it's probably rack or possession catch, which are irrelevant. But
looking to throw. Oh, Q, big sack there.
Yep, he looked at Cook, and then he got absolutely drilled by Odafe Owe. Nice pickup by Dan.
Yeah, that was big. And Dan was lurking just underneath that running back to make Q hesitate.
Looks like we're going to tick down to the 2-minute warning here. Yeah, I mean, where Q's at, 14-14 is not the end of the world given where he started, but you got to want at least 3 here. But 2nd and 20, you cannot throw a pick this deep in your own territory.
Yeah, both of these guys have made their share of mistakes. What does Q have up his sleeve? 14 all, 2 minutes left in the second quarter. This half's kind of flew by a little bit.
Yeah, it really has. Really has. Both guys want to run the ball, but have not been efficient doing so. Lots of on fields.
Here we go. Mills back to throw, looking. He throws and it's caught, but not much of a gain there. About 6 yards, not too bad, but still not in field goal range.
Not in field goal range, into a little bit of a manageable-ish third down. Still third and very long, but third and 20 is pretty near impossible to get. Third
If
and
I'm
14, you can get a slant and run for it.
if I'm Q and if everything's bottled up underneath, I'm lobbing it 60 yards down the field and hoping for a jump ball to
So
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, yeah. I mean, when in doubt, send Mike Evans. Oh, he's got single coverage on him too.
Oh, he throws. Oh, just high in the middle. What is Q doing? It's picked off again. Locked
What
onto
is,
one guy.
what is Q doing? He's high in the middle. That's his problem.
Man. Yeah, he literally is high in the middle. Let's look at this replay. QP just forcing a read. Again,
What?
he had
What
someone
did
open underneath. He had the tight end low. Maybe you don't pick up the first down, but you get close to field goal range in this Madden where field goals are. Oh, hold on. Nice run by Dan, but field goals are a little bit easier, or you can at least pin them with the punt. Now Dan's in position to get points for a 2-for-1. Awful by
Yeah.
QP.
Terrible. Initially, when Evans started running, I'm like, oh, he's got single coverage. He's going deep. He has a step. And then he broke it into all the zone people. And he still threw it. If Evans just ran straight, he probably had a either uncontested touchdown or a nice one-on-one with a step.
Yeah, that was crazy. I can't believe he threw that. Here we go. Dan should milk this clock a little bit. Then he's gonna...
Interesting play call from Q2 with just no coverage out, left and right side, basically guarding deep and guarding the middle.
Yeah, I saw that as well. I was a little surprised, but he does stop the run, and we got another third down for Dan.
The more nickel triple coming from Q here, hoping he can get some edge pressure and push him out of field goal range.
Here we go. Big play for Dan. Smart thing to do is try to pick up a first down and keep this clock moving, obviously.
This feels like either crossers or a nice outside levels concept.
Run. Oh, he's going to get the first down.
Wow, I thought he actually picked the right hole and he picked the wrong secondary hole, but he's able to break the tackle, pick up the first. Huge run by Bowman.
That was big. So now Dan can kind of play his offense. He's got 3 timeouts. He's got to go 30 yards. This is
He's
nice.
going to think about using timeouts.
He's going to hand it off again. Big hole. Starting to pound this Bucs defense.
Yeah, James Robinson setting there's a little bit of the, thunder to Bowman's lightning.
Man. And Dan has found a way to, looks like he's going to find a way to take the lead in this game going into the second quarter without scoring any offensive points.
This really does feel like an SML playoff game, the way both teams have just been throwing punches and kind of mucking up what the other person's trying to do. Look for the zig on the left side of Diggs, or inside zig, I should say, with an HB angle.
Let's see. Quick flat there to the running back. Gets tackled, but not till he gets the first down. What's Dan going to do? He's going to go no huddle. Interesting. Loses about...
Timeout. Okay.
The clock really ticking now. He snaps the ball. Everything bottled up. Allen's going to run. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Good slide. Good slide.
Timeout. Yeah, I think might be raining ever so slightly, giving him a little platform to slide on.
Dan lost probably 12, 13 seconds there and gained 5 yards.
Don't love it.
That's bad.
Would not be shocked to see him run this ball again, too.
He is. Oh, play fake. He tricked me. Doink. Oh!
Ooh, man. That's a lofted ball from a guy with 99 throw power.
That was.
Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow would never. That's the one where 99 throw power throws it like he's Mac Jones.
He threw it late.
Yeah. Run the ball here, Dan. Run the ball. Maybe you punch it in, catch him off guard. Look for a trap here, actually, out of this offset tight end.
Let's see. Looks like Q's going to try knocking Dan off his spot with a blitz.
That's a spicy play call.
Here we go. It's a run. It's just bottled up. Dan's got to get down. He does.
He almost held him up enough. Real life Vita Veas just literally picks the guy up.
Mm-hmm. Just Q go for the block here. Here we go. He gets the kick away. It's good, and Dan takes the lead, 17-14, without scoring an offensive touchdown. Dan has the lead over QP.
Yes, he does, and he gets the ball at half too. Just huge.
That was big. And the mistakes by QP have really been the story of this game. 3 interceptions in the first half, and all 3 of them have been just really poor reads.
Yeah, it's been a lot of staring down one guy and throwing it at the defense.
Here we go. And now Dan can play his offense. He can take check downs. He can run the ball. Just kind of be on schedule. Let's see what Q's got up his sleeve.
Yeah, for those of you watching too, note how Q is mixing and matching his personnel on defense to match what he wants to do. If he wants the edge guy rushing, he'll put Danielle Hunter on the outside. If he wants him dropping into coverage, he's throwing, a middle linebacker. Like, utilize your position subs.
Yeah, he's doing a good job with that, and he's played well defensively this game. Obviously, he's only held him to 3 points. He's looking to throw, is Dan.
Oh, man.
Oh, whoa, picked! Wow. I gotta watch that back. Here's the instant replay. I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, it's an HB angle. Both guys have been running a lot of angles.
Jeez, just threw it.
Each defender is ready for it.
These guys are just throwing it right at each other. I mean, it's like hot
Seriously.
potato.
Yeah, no you.
It's crazy. And Q's going to run it now. Good cutback by Q, but gets bottled up. It looked cooler than what it was, I guess.
Good first cut back, and then he got greedy trying to basically pull a Saquon or a Chris Johnson and extend the play and run around people.
Man, are these guys just that good, or are they just playing that bad?
Both of them are that good defensively, but, over half of our picks have just been thrown at the CPU.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad. Pretty bad.
It's, almost like a fear or respect of the other person's defense or pass rushes force them into these bad throws.
And Dan, again, a QP going back-to-back runs is not like QP. I mean, you watch him against anybody else, he gets stuffed in a run, he's going to step back and throw a 15-yard strike. Now he's going to have to because it's 3rd and 14.
Screw it. Run a draw play here.
Wow. If he runs this here, I think he's going to jet past it.
I think it's just a run, which honestly,
yeah,
it's a good front for it. Take your 3. Get out of here. Yeah, look at that. Wow.
Good. The hole looked big, but he got about 3 yards.
Yeah, that guy came out of nowhere, just ripped off his blocks. Dexter Lawrence there.
Here we go. Pretty makeable field goal here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the arc was moving either.
No, it wasn't. It was disappeared maybe, but it wasn't moving.
Who knows if it even works now?
This game. So 17 all. Big, QP didn't cash in and take the lead there, but at least it can't be a 2-score game now. If Dan scores any points at all, it's still within striking distance for Q.
Yeah, that's a big 3 points, and I know Q's gotten a little bit of that gamesmanship from watching your boy Matt, who will always kick the field goal, and sometimes that is the right call. Makes it a 1-score game no matter what.
Yeah, I respect Matt. He does it the right way. He really does. Here we go. Dan's going to hand it off. Kind of go outside, but only get 3 yards. This game's kind of taken an interesting turn the last few minutes.
Yeah, it's honestly just been a really uninspiring effort on offense from both guys. We've seen, a big play here or there, and it's just been a lot of, 3-yard runs and picks thrown, really.
Yeah, it's been sloppy, but hey, this game, it's a battle of 2 of the best.
Hey, speaking of big plays here, is Dan coming out and running the Thanos play on Q right here?
No, I doubt it. We'll see. Maybe he is. He's looking long. He's going long. Doink.
He's got him.
Oh, what a recovery.
I'm not sure if Q was ready for it there.
I don't think he was.
Cover 2 generally is not the play to run against shot fade cross, but Winfield did a great job tracking back in the hand on that.
I wonder if Dan on these really deep balls, it seems like he's throwing them like he's waiting quite a while to wind up and get these really long bombs.
It's got to be the Josh Allen effect of Josh Allen can just launch him, but he threw that one off his back foot, which, I mean, I've had that issue with, crappy quarterbacks, but sometimes it's real tough.
Oh, that was incredible patience, Doink. We're going to watch this replay. In the pocket, 3rd and long. You got to get a completion. I mean, Dan doesn't even touch the stick, sits in this pocket, and delivers a strike in the hole in the zone. I mean,
yeah, that was not a timing curl. That was let the guy curl, let the zone kind of part ever so slightly, and slot it right in the gap.
That was really well done. Going back to the run. Oh, nice cutback by Dan He. 1st down.
Dan is he on that cutback there. Sean Bowman finally picks up a good chunk of yards.
You think the Lakers are going to beat the Nuggets tonight?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. Jokic is good at the sports.
Yeah, I was trying to decide if I wanted to bet on that or not.
What are your odds?
Let's find out.
Clearly, we're not super into the 17-17 game, but hey, Sean Bowman again. Here we go.
Nice
This game.
run. Nice run. Dan's starting to chip away at this run game. Lakers are the
Yeah,
favorites at home, believe it or not.
I would bet on the Nuggets at that point.
Yeah, me too. So Dan now second and inches. A lot of people would take a shot downfield here. How does Dan handle this? Q's kind of going, zero coverage. Dan going with a run, gets the first. Oh, holding call.
Ooh.
That hurts.
Always at the worst time. Always at the worst time on your tight end too. Nowhere near the play.
That sucks.
Brutal. Also, maybe pushes him out of field goal range, depending on how this play goes.
Yeah. Let's see
And
here.
I'm not sure where the win's at.
2nd and 7. 2:58 left in this third quarter.
Look for another outside run.
Just bottled up.
Now you're really worried about the field goal. That's a 55-plus yard field goal.
Yeah, it's a long kick. I think you got to find a way to get some yards if you're Dan.
Yes, you do. Even if this is where sometimes Dan will get a little scramble happy and just rumble for enough yards with Allen. Which hey, you got the talent, you might as well use it. But
Yeah.
hard flats coming in from Q.
3rd and 6, or 3rd and 9, excuse me. Allen looking, quick seam, hits him in stride, gets a first down, breaks the tackle, takes $4 to take him down. Dan, opportunistic this drive, getting first downs.
Yeah, I mean, slot seam finds Humphreys McGee right there, picks it up. That's an easy cover 3 beater right there that, some players are fond of running against Thanos Club.
Yes, it works. So I've heard.
Great anticipation from Dan there.
Yeah, that was really, really, really good.
Look for the RPO here.
He's going to just hand off kind of like a outside run. Oh, cutting back. Jukin and Wookin. Touchdown, Bills.
He jukes, he wooks, he mooks, he gets into the end zone. Sean Bowman, baby.
And Dan looking like that was his best drive of the game, honestly.
That was the best cut of the game, too. That hard cut by Bowman.
Yeah, I agree. Regardless, Q's going to have a good drive now. He's kind of been sloppy, inconsistent, but none of that matters if he finds a way to score here.
Yeah, let's see what he's got dialed up. That first play after, kind of getting ripped apart on defense is always an interesting one. Does he go for the big shot, which can backfire? Does he run the ball and see what happens? Or let's see.
Yeah, I mean,
he has not had success on the ground so far.
No, he hasn't. And he's going to have to find a way. Looks like he's going to open up with a PA pass, actually. Let's see here.
This big target in Mike Evans.
He's PAing. He's throwing. Nice timing there by QP. Really well done.
Beautiful ball from Davis Mills. Yeah, Evans in the slot is the biggest slot receiver you're ever going to find, and it's real tough for inside corners to match up with that. Or in that case, that might have even been a linebacker.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see here. Q's got plenty of time. I mean, I know he's been a little sloppy this game, but I mean, someone like QP of his level, he could find a way to, obviously catch fire and score a bunch of points at any point.
Yeah, I mean, James Cook has 8 carries for 7 yards right now. That's very uncharacteristic, although apparently that's what he's been doing all season. Interesting cutback, too, there with the misdirection. Got Dan's user running to, camera's left, but Q then cut it back left. It was like a misdirection. He kind of played himself on.
Here we go. Dropping back. Oh, man, he's lobbing it. Oh, this is dangerous, Q. Intercepted. Just picked off. Another just ill-advised. One read throw, picked off.
That looked like a panic throw. That was like, oh, my running back's not open, my drag's not open. Oh shit, this guy's kind of open. But Isaiah Simmons is way too athletic to be trying over the top like that.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in what we've seen from this Buccaneers offense so far. 4 picks, right?
Yeah, 4 picks as a secret fantasy Davis Mills owner. I'm a little disappointed too.
Somehow only down 7.
It's his defense. His defense has been good to that last drive.
Yeah, I mean, they have been good. So yeah, I mean, there's still hope. There's still a lot of hope. I mean, you're entering the fourth quarter. You've really got to buckle down though.
Yes, you do. And watch. I guess it's Diggs on that little zig in route here.
Here we go. Allen looking. Oh, under pressure. Oh, that's a big grounding call.
That's a huge grounding call. It gives Q a whole lot of life.
That was big.
25 and from the 5 yard line. So if Dan has to punt, A, it's backed up in his own end zone, which we've seen maybe get blocked, and B, it's a great field position when he gets the ball.
Yeah, that was. I mean, my goodness, that was huge for QP's chances of kind of staying in this thing. And we both said, "Hey, this ain't over," even though he's thrown 4 picks, because Dan's offense has been anemic. And oh man,
Wow, Bowman. Bowman, maybe right there. Picks up a nice 15 chunk yards, which is actually, in the grand field position game, a very useful pickup. Runs the clock out to the fourth quarter as well. Maybe that gives Dan the wind. I'm not exactly sure. We'll find out when he punts.
yeah, we will find out as this game enters the fourth quarter. 1-score game. QP's thrown 4 picks, but still stays in it. What a good defensive effort by him. And obviously, Dan's punter looks really short, by the way.
Yeah, he's a real small guy. That does not look like Dan had the win. Maybe Dan wanted to punt that before the quarter break then.
All right. QP down 7. Good field position. Got to find a way to settle in here.
Yeah, you want a touchdown here. Obviously, not a ton of game left. A field goal is not the end of the world, but you got to get something going. You can't throw another pick. You throw another pick, it's a ball game.
Make a prediction. Will he get a touchdown this drive?
Yeah, he will. It's Mike Evans' time.
Yeah, I think he'll buckle. How many times can a guy of QP's caliber throw picks and not score? I mean he's gonna find a way to score a touchdown. I believe he will. Here we go.
Probably just scouted him, but
Quick pass to the running back or tight end. Gets hit.
that's a big man. Oh, he loves that big body. Nice little 6'8" Donald Parham.
Yeah, that was a good quick pass there. Um, that was a good confidence booster.
Yep, get the chains moving a little. Not moving yet, but hopefully moving soon.
Yeah, chain gang guy's kind of leaning because he's ready to start walking.
Oh yeah, lean in like your boy Dwayne Carter.
Yes. We ZF baby. It's a handoff. Nice cutback by QP now, getting a first down.
First down.
Man, and it just feels like the momentum's changing a little bit.
Little bit. James Cook just doubled his rushing yards in the game.
Wow. Who's winning this game? Who do you think is going to win it?
This is where I will change my pick. I think Dan's moving the ball well enough that Dan's getting at least 3 next possession and possibly ending it, even if Q ties it here.
Wow. I predict a QP win.
Ooh,
I know he's
spicy.
I know he sucked all game, and he's been someone in private told you he's a one-read passer, and then Q's followed up by looking like a one-read passer. But I think he's going to find a way to win.
Yeah, both these guys are capable of pulling wins out of their ass when they shouldn't. I'll ask you this though: which of these two guys do you think, in your humble, unbiased opinion, has the best chance of making a Super Bowl?
Uh, Q. I think that. And we'll wait to this play. Here we go. Q back to throw. Oh, he's jump balling it. Oh, he got him. Touchdown, Mike Evans.
And that is Faz's favorite play. Fuck it. Mike Evans is out there somewhere as you see him strike a pose, paint him like one of your French girls.
Wow, what a play. We're going to watch this instant replay, Doink. And one thing that Q does well, and what I don't have Mike Evans, but I have fast guys. And the old phrase goes, when they're even, they're leaving. Mike Evans, he's not fast enough to break away usually, but he could pretty much go up and grab the ball. Q times this ball right when he gets even. Watch this left-hand side. As soon as he breaks by him, he throws it right there. He's thrown it. Great timing, great catch. And that's why I think Q can make the Super Bowl out of the NFC. All he's got to do is beat Faz. Most of the time. No offense, don't.
There's a couple sleepers in the NFC that might be able to knock Q out even if they can't make the Super Bowl.
Who? Are you going to knock Q out?
I came close. Dom's done it
Predict
before.
it. Predict it. Doink.
If I get Q, I'll beat him. There you go.
All right. All right. Oh, Q's coming in
Hey,
and he gets Dan.
boy.
Man, I'm glad I predicted QP to win this after in that fourth quarter because Q's gonna rewatch this stream and he's gonna have a field day.
He's gonna have a field day with the thing I said to start about.
Oh, you're never gonna let that go. Oh, you're never gonna.
Oh, no, he's
He's never gonna let it go.
Even if I don't believe it, it was said.
It was said. Hey, you're just reporting it. All you're doing is reporting it. It's just like a news article. It's nothing wrong with reporting stuff.
Don't shoot Woj or Adam Schefter.
Yeah. Here we go, Allen.
Ooh, I think he had the right side streak.
That
there,
was close.
Bowman's
Oh wow! Let's watch what the frick happened there. So first of all, you still have the right side streak. Yeah, he had it going, but I'm surprised that good yards after catch there by the running back.
Yeah, great little agility from Bowman there. But yeah, he definitely had that deep guy on the right side.
Yeah.
Either way, 3rd and 1. He's into 3rd and manageable. He's into go for it territory.
Oh! Q's user was there, but not there quick enough.
Yeah, it's a very, actually, eerily similar play to the 4th and 1.
I was thinking about that. Same kind of spot there. Q just kind of, I mean, it's a game of inches. It really is.
Yeah. Shut it up, Pacino.
This game's picking up. It feels like both of these guys are now kind of like, okay, here's my best shot now.
That run call from Dan, excuse me. Run call from Dan tells me Dan does not want to leave any time on this clock when he scores, if he scores.
Yeah.
Very delicate art because he is not in field goal range yet.
Yeah, Dan kind of known for his clock management, kind of milking things. Coward ball is what some people call it.
Bucks post time.
Here we go. He's got that. Yep, hits him in stride, first down.
Yep. Quick pass, quick out. We'll drive corner action.
That corner out combo is tough to guard.
Oh, it's real tough to guard. You pretty much got to flatten user. Hope purple zone works.
1st and 10. Uh-oh, pressure.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Miss.
Man, Q going for that strip, and he lets up an extra probably 12 yards after catch.
Yeah, Q's user knew this play was coming, too. You saw him just make a beeline for that tight end, which Dan's fond of hitting. But
yeah.
Little running back block and release he's able to get it out to him. Makes guy miss. Big pickup. This is where Dan is wholly in control.
Yeah.
Clock's in the not quite the red zone, but the scoring zone.
Man, and you thought Q had the momentum, but Dan has answered so nicely after making so many mistakes or maybe squandering opportunities.
Yeah, this is looking like it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. And then what do we got? 2 plays from Dan. You think Dan passes the ball either of these plays?
No, I think he's going to keep it on the ground. What do you think?
I could see him passing it just because there's no matter what, there's going to be enough time for Q to get a drive together. He's going to have a timeout at least. I think Dan might get play action, might get cute with Josh Allen, but it's a tough decision to make here.
It is a tough decision to make. Oh, timeout. Oh no, that's 2-minute warning.
We've seen Dan run the RPO a couple times and just not throw it. I'd be curious to see if he ends up catching Q on one of these as well.
Let's see here. I think he does like the RPO out of this play, actually.
Stretch bubble.
It's just a run. Dan cutting around. 3rd and 6. No timeout by Q.
Interesting decision by Q to save that timeout in case Dan gets the first down here. It's a very not confident in your defense decision.
Yeah, I would have taken the timeout personally, but hey.
As well, I get both sides of thought here. Trio offset.
What will Dan do? Big play. Dan should run this clock all the way down.
Keep an eye on Diggs here. Keep an eye on Diggs.
Here we go. 3rd and 6. Big moment. Will Q have a chance to answer Dan? Or will Dan find a way to keep driving? It's about to be decided. As Dan is going to take the snap and he's going to run it. And he's going to get bottled up.
Right,
what a conservative call by Dan.
I honestly thought if he kept moving with the path of the run, he might have been able to see something open up, kind of cut it back, and just got instantly tackled. Although I do see what he was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, phew, Dan's kick is good. So 27-24, QP's thrown 4 interceptions, but with a minute left in this game, a minute 10, 2 timeouts, he's going to have a chance to either tie or take the lead and win this game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this is a true legacy drive. This is big game SML live.
Yeah.
Who gets the ball? Battle of Super Bowl contenders, guys who've won Super Bowls in the past, embodies.
Mm-hmm.
This is what everyone where everyone wants to be.
Yeah, no, this is Q's chance to prove that he's kind of over the Super Bowl, and this is Dan's chance to prove that hey, I can still win some against some competitive guys. Here we go. Davis Mills out of the shotgun.
Oceans guy in.
Looking to throw. Quick drag. Caught. Gain of 9. Q's going to go. Oh, no huddle, actually.
Oh no, huddle. For a second, I thought he had an injury timeout, but it was the injury decision.
Yeah.
Clock's ticking, but we got to get something quick here, bud.
Must be thinking he's content with the field goal, maybe. I don't know.
He still has his 2 timeouts. We know Evans is capable of just uncorking something deep.
Oh, he's got. Oh, picked off. He did. I think he had a touchdown, Doink.
On the right side there?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Let's see the replay there. That's a hell of a play by Tre'Davious White.
We're watching this replay. Watch this right-hand side. Even leaving. Bomb. Touchdown. Yep. I would have thrown it anyway.
Man, what a fifth interception for Davis Mills. I thought he actually had triangle over the middle as well. Yeah, circle was definitely open.
Holy cow.
Yep. Fake Josh Allen comes in to kneel it out.
Let's watch this replay again, because this is how the game ended. And QP lines up 2nd and 2. He had
pretty much anyone else besides Evans.
Man, what a just bad game passing by Davis Mills. 5 interceptions.
Godwin was open as the higher level there. Parham was about to break open on that tight end corner, and Andy had the streak. And he stared down Mike Evans. It's a tough way to go, but if I know Q, he'll be back. He'll be stronger than ever.
He'll find a way to come back from this. Obviously, it was a close game. To lose to Dan by 3 points when you threw 5 interceptions, at least you showed that your defense can play ball still, and just got to find a way to maybe play better offense against some of the elite players if you're QP.
Oh yeah, you know what? He was down 14-0 early. He fought back, which is impressive in and of itself. But I know that's not enough for him. That's not enough for anyone of that caliber. So
yeah,
this one's gonna stew with him for a little bit. I can't wait to hear when he watches this stream
back. Well, guys, that was Doink. I appreciate you coming on the show, doing this with me, and obviously a replacement of Faz. And I'm Prime. That was Q and Dan, SML Live, Bucks and Bills. Maybe a little playoff preview, not a Super Bowl preview, so maybe just another preview of next season somehow for whatever reason. I don't know how, but
could be a Super Bowl preview.
Maybe. Anyway, guys, we appreciate you watching the show. That was Doink. I'm Prime, and until next time, have a great day.